so far we've done 6 mini lessons from mindset to a bit of technical analysis, and I've kind of implemented a step-by-step approach of how you can actually start breaking down the charts. Now, we went through risk management as well, so you can work out your lot size when you're ready and you feel like you're ready to trade. We've done trend lines, we've done support and resistance. We looked at some other stuff as well in the mix. We went through the Forex Bible. Now, if I just recap some of the points we went through just very quickly, then I'm going to start putting it all together in today's episode. I'm going to put everything together so you can see it happening in real time. But just pick a currency pair, we'll go back in time, and we'll start going through, which will really, really help you see everything coming into fruition. So take notes. I'm recording this as always, so they are going live on YouTube. Sorry, someone else is just trying to get on. They just want the link. Cool. So we're going to go through backtest, and I just want you to keep in mind double tops, double bottoms, okay, double taps. So really keep that in mind. Now this is a really good little Forex secret, so to speak, which a lot of people underestimate. It's going to help you with FOMO. So if you've got fear of missing out, this is going to help you. It's a really, really good technique. Happy to tell you it. This is definitely going to help you. So we went through being organized. Okay, being organized as a trader, you need to be organized. That's from building your watch list, just being organized in general, setting aside a specific time set per day for you to actually train and become a better Forex trader, whether that's education or backtesting or genuinely just trading. There needs to be some sort of time slot that you can dedicate just to, put your headphones on, do whatever it is you've got to do, and just concentrate. Minimum 45 minutes a day I'd recommend. Upwards from there is obviously better. You don't want to do hours and hours on end because you're going to burn yourself out. So you need to be taking in the information that you're learning. So we went through organisation. We then moved on to just some Forex tips. Went through different types of traders. Scalp traders are really short term. Intraday, like me, is kind of short to medium term. Then you've got swing traders are kind of medium to long term. I'm more of a intraday. I like kind of to be in and out within a day. I do hold trades overnight if I have to, but usually I'm in and out within the day. We looked at a Forex chart. Now, if you haven't written this down already, this is important. We looked and we understand that price has to push and exhaust. It has to move back to be able to continue to move forward. That's the way price move. It breathes. It goes in and out, push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. It's really important that we realize that, because a lot of people are in a trade. Of course, we want to see our trade keep pushing into profit, push, push, push. We feel good when that's happening. It's releasing these good endorphins. Then when the trade starts pulling back, a lot of more the inexperienced side, and no disrespect to beginners, they fall into that bracket because they're like, oh no, I just had X amount of profit, now it's pulling back. Shit, should I close the trade? What do I do? Panic sets in, where really, if you understand what's going to happen, you can actually use that pullback opportunity to add another trade on when it's safe to do so. So it's so important that we understand price has to pull back to move forward. Really, really important. Something I actually struggled with when I began trading. And as soon as I started to realize this, I felt a lot more comfortable whilst being in my trades and actually began enjoying trading like I do now. So pips, we went through pips. That's how we detect the movement on the chart. It's really important we understand our pips. I am putting something together at the end of the 10-part series for you guys to take away. I'll post it in the Telegram channel, the update channel. Risk management. 1 or 2% of your account, you can't flick between the two. You're either a 1% person or a 2% person. Regardless of your stop loss size, it does not matter. There's this really strange kind of blanket rule out there, and I'm going to blame signal providers for it, that you should just use the same lot for every single trade. That is bullshit. You need to be risking the same percentage of your account per trade. That's how you become consistent. The same percentage of your account per trade. It just makes sense. Okay, it just makes sense. Then we went through Japanese candlesticks. I posted a PDF in an ebook PDF inside the Telegram channel for you guys to understand my favorite patterns that I like to use. Then we started to get into a bit about analysis, support, resistance, trend lines, which is what I'm going to get into now. Start putting it all together. I'm going to show you how to back test. Now, backtesting means we're going over past data to perfect our skill set, to recognize what's happening, recognize what to wait for. So I'm gonna jump into a screen share now. Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna delete everything on this graph because I'm actually looking at this pair today. This guy USD. Okay, I'm not looking at this pair at the moment. Let's go daily time frame. Now, we need to go back in time. So we go on to the replay function at the top here. Can everybody see the charts okay? Just give us a thumbs up if you can, for those of you that are on video. Can you see my screen share? Yeah, cool. Good. Okay, so we're on the screen share. Now, we press the replay function at the top. You can get this. You don't get it on the free plan. I think you get it on the plan up from there. But we're just going to go back to, I don't know, say 2018. What are we now? April. Yes, let's go back a couple of years. Let's say, there we go, that'll do. It's quite a nice little spot to start. Okay, perfect. So, on a daily time frame. Now, remember I said we want to plot our guidelines. Our guidelines can be support, resistance, trend lines, anything like that. So, first of all, let's take a little look, see what we can see. Now, first of all, we can see we're here in a really nice uptrend. So, let's see where this takes us. We've got, okay, this kind of uptrend going on here. It's pretty good. We use that potentially as a target if we're looking to go short. We've also got another little third touch trend line there. Now, this is obviously the bigger trend line, but we have got this more recent 1, 2, 3. So I'm actually going to disregard this bigger one for the moment. I quite like this here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's working quite nicely. I'm also going to mark off this low coming through here. See, we've found a little bit of support there. See, we had a little spike up here. We broke back. We've come back to retest. Now, remember I showed those horizontal zones of support and resistance. What's going on up there? 2 seconds. Oh, are we on the wrong screen, guys? 2 seconds. This is just some software I'm looking at. Hang on. If I just stop the screen share, it was on the other screen. Hang on, guys. 2 seconds. I've got like multiple screens set up. What one do we want? What one do we want? There we go. This is the screen. Perfect. Okay, let me just take that back. Cool. There we go. Okay, so basically I've just gone back on AUD/USD to 2018. I'm just going to mark down any trend lines, support and resistance, anything that stands out. So straight away we're looking for potential trend lines. Okay, so we've got this really nice uptrend here we can see. Really simple. We've got 1, 2, potential third touch inbound. We're also going to mark any horizontal levels. That's our support and resistance, okay? So support is always below current price and resistance is always above. So we've got this level of support coming through here, which looks quite nice. We've had a bit of a bounce. If price does come back down, this would make a great target because we've got a double zone. We've got our uptrend, 1, 2, potential third touch, and we've got our horizontal. So this is looking pretty good at the minute. So now let's zoom in a bit closer. Let's see what's happening with current price action. We've actually got a bit of a downtrend here as well. So that's looking quite nice. So let's see what's going on here. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got a potential drop coming down to this level to make a third touch here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to zoom down to the 4-hour time frame to see what's going on. Okay, so 4-hour time frame. It's looking quite nice actually. We've got this really nice zone coming through here, as you can see, like this. Now it's always a zone, it's never a line. It's always going to be a zone. Don't forget it's averages. Okay, it's prices pushing in and out of this same level. See, we've even tried to push out here and we've come back in. We've tested the uptrend as well. But at these sort of levels, so these daily downtrends, these horizontal levels, we'd always expect some sort of a double tap. And it's really important you remember this, double tap like a double top. So what I'll be looking at here is one or two things to happen. If a price comes back up for a double tap, test this high possibly, smart this off. Or if I don't get a test of this high, we get this little mini level. You can see this little mini level coming through here. Breaks, retests, and then we catch a drop. So two scenarios all the time, two scenarios. So let's fast forward to see if we can get either a double tap or a break and retest, and we look to take a short down to this level here. Now this is everything that I've showed you so far. Just trend lines and the horizontal support and resistance, and using them together effectively with candlestick confirmations. So let's fast forward. We tried to break out there, but couldn't. See if she's coming back up. Well, there we go. She's come up for a double tap. She's come up for a double tap. Let's see if we can get an entry. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. Actually looks quite nice. So let's just take that out a minute. Let's clean her up. So we're trying to break out of this trend line at the moment, but we're finding some resistance here. We've come up. We've got this bit of a test. So that'd actually make quite a good little short trade. Now, what I love about these trades is that we go 10 pips above the high. It's good, just a 20 pip start. So what I like about these trades is that if a trend line breaks out, which this currently has broken out, you usually get a pullback to the trend line. So you can just stop loss to entry when you get there, which is going to be like a 1-to-1 anyway, roughly. Where's 1-to-1 there? So always we stop loss to entry at 1-to-1. So let's see how this goes on. If I go back out to the 4 hours, so it's not going to take forever for us to fast forward. Let's take a look. There we go. So we're in a 1-to-1, so we move stop loss to entry. Now, I like 1-to-2s because I'm not greedy at all. So let's see if it hits 1-to-2. I would expect price to at least come down to this level, if I'm totally honest. If I go back out just very quickly to the daily time frame, this is why. Okay, we're trending down. We've come back up. We've even got this huge daily engulfing candle now. We've got this nice horizontal and this uptrend. So there's a very high probability price is going to come back here. So we could actually accept that and use that as our target. So let's see what happens here. This is like a, let's just round it up, 1-to-7. So let's move her out a bit wider. So let's just fast forward this. Stop loss is now entry, so it's risk free. Would we have, well, there we go. Cool. So that's a pretty slick 7% there. Now, I don't want to disillusion you. That does not happen all the time. Okay, that would have just been an exceptionally really good trade. But you can see how powerful this stuff is once you start to get in the rhythm of it. Looking at those horizontals along with the downtrend. So just two very simple techniques that I've shown you, and we waited for a double tap or a breakout of this level. We got the double tap instead. We took the double tap, then of course we made profit. So very nice simple trade there. So what's my next take on this? So let's go back out to the daily time frame. Okay, we're actually at this nice level now. So either price will respect this level, of course, and continue back up, or we get a breakout and a pullback. So I'll mark this little low through here like this. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, potential third touch for a pullback, possibly. Let's fast forward, or are we going to come back up to this trend line? So let's project this out a bit now. Like that. Fast forward. Okay, we're finding some sort of support down here. She didn't respect, she broke straight through. The momentum stuck, so the bearish momentum continued. We're now starting to find some deceleration. Good chance the price could come back and hit our level here. Either here would be nice, even there would be perfect, because we've got the downtrend, which we're going to respect. We've got the uptrend, the back off, and then this horizontal. So let's fast forward. Ooh, trying to break out again. Okay, she's coming back up. It's quite nice. So let's see what's happening there. 4 hour time frame. Okay, we've actually stopped it at a near on perfect time. So as we can see, once again, if I just bring it in slightly like this, you can see the bigger picture. Now, she's not bang on touch my trend, but don't forget, this is a zone, okay? This is a zone. So there or thereabouts. Now, we've got this little high there. And look what happened here. We've got a double tap. Good chance this could happen again. And we're at the next horizontal. And we've broken out of this bigger, higher time frame uptrend. So let's see what happens here. So let's go back. Don't forget, this is over the course of days, okay, if not a couple of weeks. So we fast forward a lot in time, right? This is just one currency pair. So, you know, there's 28 that we kind of look at. So you will find daily trades, but not on a currency pair when you're trading like this. So, okay, this is looking quite nice. Bit of a high test there. It's actually looking pretty good. We've got the double tap. Go down to the hourly time frame. That would have actually been my entry. So let's see if I would have got stopped out or not. Now, I want to show you guys winners and losers. So 10 pips above the high. So we're looking at, what, 82? 10 pips roughly when I'm trading like this. Let's see if she either comes out, takes me out, or we get a drop. Now, projecting target. As you know, I'm more of a 1 to 2 guy unless I see something more beneficial. I mean, this is looking quite nice down to this level, if I'm totally honest. We've actually got this little level coming through here, haven't we? Like this. What I'm just going to do, because the charts are getting a bit jam-packed now, is I'm going to delete this horizontal level here, because we know that's there. Okay, we know we're testing that. So let's focus on what's happening right now. We're retesting this higher time frame uptrend at the moment. Okay, so let's delete that. We know that's there. We come up for a double tap of this downtrend and the horizontal level and that higher time frame uptrend. That's a triple zone. So let's see if we can get a drop, and then price could potentially continue down to this level here. I mean, that could even make a good target. You can move stop loss to entry here and then potentially project that further for a 1 to 4. But in this scenario, I'm just going to go for the 1 to 2. We've got a little bit of an uptrend coming through here at the moment. Bit of an uptrend coming through here as well. And we got this horizontal. I'm happy to take profit there at a 1 to 2. So let's see what happens. Oh, she's showing some promise. And there we go. So another TP there. That one's obviously a smaller trade, 2%, which is quite nice. Did come back up. Now, this is a good example because no matter how good you think an entry could be, because to be honest, that would have been a great entry for an instant drop. Price can still come back for just one last test. But this is a trusty analysis. I mean, we got a bit more rejection up here. Finally got that engulfing candle, and then she did decide to drop. So again, that's another one which has hit profit. So let's see what's going on now. So this is looking 2 seconds. So now I'll zoom back out so you can see exactly where we are. So daily time frame, zooming back out. We've kind of pretty much, I took it from that one there. We've broken out now of that bigger uptrend. We retested along with the downtrend and this horizontal level through here, which of course sent us short. Okay, nice zone. Nice zone. So we took profit. Great. So what's the next move? Right, let's go back down to the 4 hourly. Let's see what's going on. So 4 hour time frame. This is now a double top. Remember, double tap, double top. Double rejection. Hit once, hit twice. So this would be the net client. We've kind of broken out and we're just pulling back there. What's going on the hourly? Might be able to take a little intraday short here. It's looking quite nice. We're getting this bit of a kind of a flag pattern going on, bit of a wedge. So let's just start to see what's happening, because there might be. That looks quite nice. We've come up once, twice. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. So don't forget, it's based on averages. You can see there, 4 hour time frame as well. We kind of got a bit of a double rejection. Now, this level, okay, I don't plot them too high, but it can go right the way up to there, can't it? Because that's the body. You can even pull it up to here if we really wanted to. So don't forget, just because you got something plotted on the first time, doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly where the level is. This uptrend, Again, it's a guide. We've kind of broken it out. Okay, so if you pull it into the body, we're broken it. We pull it out to the wick. We're just brushing through it. So I'll be looking at this trade and I'll be like, okay, we've got the double top. We've rejected a downtrend. We've rejected the horizontal level. And we've rejected the back of this big uptrend. We've had double tap. We've had first push. We're now exhausting. I'll be like, I think we're going to be in for another push. So this is when I'd be looking to take another trade. Quite like that little double rejection there. And then we had the 4 hour there, didn't we? So again, we're going to go about 10 pips above the high. I'll take about 20 pips. I think that'd be about right. Looking for, I mean, 1 to 2.3 down to that last low. That looks pretty nice. I think I'll take that. Let's see what happens. We got stop loss, break even, all take profit. Which is coming back up a bit. And again. Gosh, you got close. There we go. We've hit TP. So when you're back testing, which is exactly what we're doing now, we're just going through, we're following price action, we're understanding what's going on. We need to not just go, great, TP, write that down, move on to the next trade. You need to slow down and really take in what's happening on the screen. So if this is real life, you went into your trade here, straight away you went in to a small bit of profit. Should have been like, oh great, yeah, I'm in a bit of profit. Trade's going well. Then you went straight into a loss, not far from TP. So you would have been panicking. It doesn't help when you go on MetaTrader 4 that the little red bar comes up. And then price came up a little bit more, closer to TP again, and then finally dropped. So you need to understand that it's so important that when you enter a trade, you can still get that pullback. It's not just going to go point A, point B, done. It will go up, down, sideways. It will come near stop loss, sometimes even hit stop loss. So just really appreciate how price is getting to your target, what it's taking. I mean, we even had if I just delete this out 2 seconds, we even had a really nice push down here. And then we had another pullback and then finally got the drop. So we've actually had 3 out of 3 at the minute, just following AUD USD, which is a good pair, by the way. Just following AUD USD. So let's go back out to the daily. Let's see what's going on now. Okay, so we've got this bit of an uptrend here at the minute, like this. We've got this nice zone through here. Next move would have to be a breakout of this level. Okay, breakout and some sort of pullback, or will price continue up and then break back above this level and this downtrend, and of course this horizontal, which if price did break above here like this, we'd of course expect a break, a pullback, and then we'll look to go long. Or if we get a break below, we wait for a pullback and then look to go short. So let's see what happens once again. Now if we're looking to go long, I'd mark this high here as resistance. We're going to go short, I'll mark this low through here. So let's fast forward. Let's see where we go. Okay, it's clean breakout. Very clean. Right, so now project that through. Project this down. Let's see if we can get a pullback. Now, ideally, pullback to here would be good, but that's very far away at the moment. We have to see some serious consolidation, then a pullback to this level. We don't always get it, okay? We don't always get it, but we're on a good run at the minute. Let's see if we can keep that up. So let's go. So don't forget, this is daily candles. This is a week's just gone by. Now, we pulled back a little bit there. I'm a bit gutted I pressed it one too many now because I don't like to go ahead. It feels like you're cheating. Let's take a look. We hit this little low here. Didn't quite come back to the full zone, but it is just a guide. Not a bad entry at all. Evening star. Little kind of engulfing candle high test there. We've had a nice drop. Let's go into the hourly on that. That's nice. We're not going to count this one because we've seen it. She come back. 1, 2, dropped. The only problem is she didn't quite come back to that downtrend, did she? So let's disregard that one for a minute. Let's continue. Okay, we could potentially have a new downtrend forming now here. But let's wait and see to see what happens. Let's mark this low on as well. We're always marking our lows, always marking our potential trend lines. Let's delete this. It's irrelevant. Let's delete you. You're irrelevant. Let's keep our charts clean. Chart hygiene is very important. Keeps us focused. Let's go. Okay, looks like we're trying to move out to that bigger uptrend. Let's get rid of this one. It's irrelevant. It's just completely smashed through it. Okay, so we've got this quite nice level coming through here. We can pull this out. Actually, let's keep that on there for the moment. There we go. 1, 2. Here we go. So we've got like 1, 2. Coming up for a bit of a third touch. Let's see how this starts to play out. Big drop. Okay, that's our new downtrend now. So what we need to look at is we broke below this low. We came back, retested. To be honest, well, maybe I went a bit fast then, but we had this kind of double tap again, didn't we? 1, 2. Nice drop there. This is kind of like the new downtrend. We're now moving. So what do we need to do? We can delete this one. We got this little level coming through here, which broke, come back to retest and drop. We've actually got this little level coming through here now. Like this. Let's go back out to the daily. You can literally just do this for hours. Here's our next zone down here. This is a lovely zone. Look at this. It's exactly where we are now. Just be very interesting to see what happens here. We're either going to break straight back above and come to this trend line, or we'll retest and drop again. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Always 2 scenarios, break and retest or break through. So, will she come back? Yeah, she's coming back. We've actually just broken this little mini downtrend like this. So we may see a continuation up. Let's take a look. Got this little level coming through here at the minute as well. As you can see, we've got a little bit of support there, come back to retest as resistance. Now she's going to come back up. And it's just about following price, understanding kind of what's happening. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. We're at this level again now. We're at this downtrend here. We've actually respected. We're on a big downtrend. We've respected this level. 1, 2, third touch. So let's see what happens here. Will we get, let's just pull this through. Will we get a breakout and a pullback to go long up to the next zone? Or will price respect, get that double tap and drop? So let's see what happens. We've had a push 1, push 2. Let's see how price reacts. Don't forget to draw in your lower time frame uptrends as well. So we've got a bit of an uptrend coming through here at the minute. That looks good. Really liking this. So we've kind of got this guide here at the moment. Okay, we've actually come up once, twice. Now, don't forget, trend lines are guides, right? So we can actually pull this trend line out if we really wanted to. Let's go back out to the daily time frame. Touch 1, then wicks, touch 2. We've just wicked up through. 4 hour time frame. We've got this really nice high test candle here. Now this is looking pretty good. We have got this minor uptrend and we're literally just like above this zone. But we've got this really nice push here. We've had like push 1, push 2, push 3. This could drop just as easy. Now, when we got a zone like this, what's important to do is actually zoom in, because we don't want to be so disgruntled not to trade if there's a zone here. So if the zone's about 30 pips away, we can just take the trade and move stop loss to entry when we get to that zone. So if we're going to take the trade now, we're what, we're about 30 pips away. Okay, so we've got this little level here. So about 30 pips away, so I would take that. The only problem is when you get a really nice wick like that, which is what we love to see, by the way, you actually get a massive stop loss because you need to be above that high. The only way you can avoid that is by waiting for a push and exhaustion, and then you can go above the exhaustion high. So let me just explain that for you. Say we got a push now, and then price came back like this, and then you got a rejection here, you got a bit of a double tap, enter the trade here, and you can put it at 10 pips above that high. So now you've got a smaller stop loss. So that's another option you can look for. But let's take it regardless. I don't really like using anything really more than a 50 pip stop if I have to. So let's see if we can get, what's this? This fourth trade? 4 out of 4. What we're going to target? Well, it needs to be a 1 to 2 minimum. Let's have a look. This level here, is this level achievable? Yes. I mean, we have got this low here, which I'm not massively liking, to be honest. So I will be looking to get the stop loss to entry pretty quick. When we went out to the data, then we could see it actually dropped into profit. So let's see what happens. Let's go. So, okay, move down a bit. There we go. So we went into profit there by about 30 pips. So I'll move stop loss to entry now. Let's see if we get taken out entry or if she continues. Let's take a look. Trying to pull back up. So we can see here now, she just came back just a couple of times just to retest that zone, and then she's dropped again. Quite a nice push through this level. Okay, so I'll be quite happy with that. Sometimes if I get to here and we're at this level, which I'm not massively convinced by, because we've got, well, we can see it hit TP, but because we've got this nice level coming through here, I just close for like 1.5%. We don't have to fully hold out. So I most probably would have just closed there once I had that push through. So I'm not going to claim a full 2% there, but more of like a 1.5, something like that. So as another one, just hit TP. I almost want to find a losing trade. So I'll do one more. And then what we do, we'll go through and just look at kind of the double taps, the double tops, why they're important to us. So let's see if we can just find one more position. So okay, we've got the lows here. We've already broken that level, haven't we? So let's see if we can break this level and pull back. We got this nice downtrend coming through here as well. Let's see if we can take a shot at it, eh? Let's take a look. Finding some support now. Double tap, right? See double bottom. 1, 2. Finding some support. Let's see where this level is. Let's mark this back on. Trying to break out now. This could be quite interesting. Could be going back the other way. So, first thing we need to do is mark this level on through here. Why have I marked this level? We've got 1, 2. We've kind of pushed up through there, and then we came back there. That's the last high. So let's see what happens. Now, what I'd like to see is either a break through this high, pull back, go long, or we come up, we pull back to this level, we get a nice rejection, and then we can go long. So, or price would just be a fake out, and then price would continue down. Just see what happens. Okay, we've come up, showing a bit of rejection. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Haven't really had a double tap, have we? Just a singular tap there. So I'm not interested in that at the moment. She went. Let's go back to the daily. Can we get a breakout of this level and a pullback? So what do we start to do now? Start drawing our uptrend, can't we? Okay, let's delete what's behind us. We don't need you. Breakout, pull back to this level. Could we look to go long? See what happens. Finding some resistance at this level at the moment. Still trying to find some resistance. It's holding up. Right, she's continued back down. So there was obviously no trade there because we needed to see a breakout here and a pullback. And that's the beauty of trading like this. So now, price is actually, now there most would have been a trade here to go short, if I'm totally honest, if I went down to the lower time frames, but I don't want to go into things massively deep at the minute. But what can we see here? A nice rejection, right? So let's look on the 4-hour time frame, see what's going on down there. Bit of a downtrend going on. Broken out, didn't really pull back. Next level, got a bit of a level coming through here at the moment like this. Which is where we are now. Get a bit of a tweezer top says we could expect the pull back, then potentially a breakout and then go long. See what happens. Oh, we are breaking out. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, we go out to the daily time frame. This is why I love backtesting, because you can just really just absorb all the knowledge. It's the training ground for Forex traders. Honestly, if you're not backtesting, you're going to be in a losing game. Okay, so we've had this massive low test. We've broken out of this little level through here. We've shown rejection of these lows. We cannot disregard. We had this level here, right? Let's pull that through, which we're now back above and retesting. See if we can get 5 trades out of 5. If we came back retested, we've tapped once, we've tapped twice. Let's go down to the hourly time frame. Hourly time frame. Sorry, let's pull this back through. We are seeing a bit of rejection up here at the minute, but we have kind of got this big falling flag going on, right? See prices falling back very nicely to test the level at this sort of thing we'll be looking for. Now, what I'd like to see is we've come back here, got a bit of a low test, we try to push up, we failed, we've come back again. Can we come back one more time just to really fulfill these lows? Trying to. Bit of a morning star there. We've got this little level coming through here. Okay, so we're just fine tuning now to get our entries. Go back to the 4-hour time frame to see what's going on there. Nice 4-hour engulfing candle. Okay, so we've broken out, come out to retest this level. Let's see if we can get 5 out of 5. All right, so we can get 5 out of 5. So we've broken above the level. We've broken that downtrend now. The level we've broken back above, we've pulled back to retest. We waited for a double tap here. 1, 2. We've now got this nice morning star. Let's see if she can play out. 10 pips below. Let's look for, can we target these highs on a 1 to 2? Yeah, comfortably. We can just trade within the flag. Now, they're really nice trades when you can still stay within the structure, because then if the structure breaks out, then you can just go again. So good trade. So let's see, are we going to get stop loss or TP? Let's have a look. We're dipping into profit. We just not spoke too soon. We're coming back. Stop loss. So that one is actually taking us out the trade. So 5 trades, 7%, a 2%, a 2%, a 2%, and a 1% loss. That's the power of risk to reward. You'll never win every trade. Okay, so met criteria, looked good, got in, it went against us. This happens. I'm glad this happened. So you can see that losses will occur. But now what you need to do, you need to understand and look at what's happened. You need to think, okay, why did I get a loss here? So we strip it back. It's the only way you'll ever learn. Strip it back. 4-hour time frame. Let's just clean everything up. Okay, let's look at what's happened. Is this something that we missed? Is this something that we should have seen that we didn't? So let's take a look. Why would you not go on short on a last example? But let's break it down. Let's take a look. So So I was reading the question out. Okay, so we had a bit of a level coming through here, as we can see, which wasn't drawn on. So we did get some rejection there. We go out to a daily time frame. Daily time frame, let's just get rid of this one. Okay, daily time frame looked good. We had a massive rejection of these lows, this huge spike. We pushed. After a push, we'd expect some sort of exhaustion and then a continuation. Didn't happen here. We got in at the end of what I assumed would be the exhaustion. As you can see, we've got a nice level coming through there. So let's go out to the 4 hours. We see that a bit cleaner now. Like this. Okay, so we've got this nice level through here. Let's just get rid of that in a second. Okay, so price broke out of this downtrend. We got the nice rejection of these lows. We came up, we pulled back. We showed some rejection of this level. We took the long. Okay, where did we go wrong? Well, maybe there's too much rejection here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Possibly. So let's break it down a little bit more. 1 hour time frame. Okay, 1 hour time frame. We still had a bit of a downtrend going on. So if we look from this little 1, 2, 3 spike rejection here, we had push 1, push 2. There's actually still another push, wasn't there? So that was actually missed. So then what I would do now, I'd write on my notes, make sure you look at the 3 pushes, which is Elliott waves. So for example, if we actually looked at this here, we've kind of had this rejection, then price pulled back. We got the reset here because we took out this previous high. So the run started from here. We had push 1, push 2. I entered here. Price sure enough did pull back and then dropped again for push 3. So that was an oversight on my part as a trader. Okay, I'm never going to be right all the time. I accept that, but it's the only way we're ever going to improve. Bearing in mind, we've just made what, 14% and lost 1. I'm happy with 13%, which is why I always look for minimum 1 to 2. If there is something bigger, I will take it if it looks really good, but 1 to 2 are the best ones. So wouldn't necessarily took a trade there. So let's just quickly look at how this would have continued anyway. So daily time frame, will she come all the way back down to test those lows again? Oh, sure enough, she did shoot up, just had a bit more of an exhaustion. So we would have actually hit target, which was in this flag. Just dipped down for a little bit more. So let's go back to the hourly. So she came down for a last push, broke back below the level. Came back for a retest of the level, which is what you would expect. So she broke level, come back for a retest, drop down. And then finally pushed back up. So she almost stayed within her structure, as you can see, like this. And then, of course, broke out. So the flag eventually became this kind of channel. Bottom of the channel was tested, and then price broke out. Took the trade too early. Okay, took the trade too early. If we was to refine this and follow on from it, we could look at this level through here. Take a look. Okay, double tap, 1, double tap there. Okay, tweezer bottoms, and then of course she shot off. Right, so there's many different ways that you can start to break down the charts. I don't want to get into flags and channels too much. I want to keep it very simple. You see how effective this method is, and you need to go away and backtest it. You really, really do. I'll harp on about that until your ears bleed. If you're not going away backtesting it, you're never going to become better. You're never going to become the sort of trader that you want to be. A self-sufficient, independent trader that's making a primary or secondary income it takes training. It takes training, and just keep it very simple. Start on the higher time frames, work through, delete the analysis as you go as well, because you're not going to need it. Keep the higher time frame stuff on, but do not clog your charts up, because it just become too overwhelming when you're going through the time frames. I've just showed you daily, 4 hourly and hourly. There's a whole nother round when you get into the 15-minute time frame, and you're trading in between all these levels is what happens. So you're waiting for the larger levels, what I've just showed you, then you're trading in between all these levels when you can get down to the 15-minute time frame and you start to become more advanced. So there's plenty there to learn. Now, I just want to just touch on, before we end this, the importance of a double tap. Now, what a double tap is showing, and you'll see it everywhere, I mean, even here, tap 1, tap 2. If it come up for a third tap, it's actually head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, price dropped. Now, the reason why that's so important is because it's showing that that price is coming back, testing that level twice. It's really important. It tried to break it once, failed, came back again, failed. Now we're looking for a drop. That's a great confirmation to see. It's had a message come in from Johnny Hill. I found backtesting key. It showed all my mistakes and has proven me patience is key. So important. It's going to improve your patience by backtesting, improve your skill set. It's going to help you understand the charts more. I mean, we caught this nice run here, right? We banked 13%. We lost 1 trade. So push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion. Price will always continue to push and exhaust. And at the end of the run, what happened was start to lose momentum like we are here. Now, because we had this big run that I was aware of, we started to lose this momentum. We then got this push and exhaustion. That's why I was looking for a long. But I entered too early. And it's so important that you could admit your mistakes to yourself, because there's no way that I'm a perfect trader. I never will be. You're always learning. But as long as you're winning more than what you're losing in terms of percentages, okay, you can lose 50% of your trades and still make money if they're all 1 to 2. Right, so you don't even need to win more trades than what you're losing. But as long as you're making more percentages than what you're losing, you will be a successful trader. Now, a trend like this is really good. Just want to emphasize the fact of backtesting, using your support and resistance to your advantage. Do not just try and trade off support and resistance levels, because it doesn't work. Add the trend line, okay? Look for the double tap, the double top and the double bottom. And that will really, really help you out. Any questions before we wrap this up? Oh, sorry, a couple of you said that the page didn't change. Did it change eventually? I hope it did. All right, good. That, in case you're wondering what that was, that's an alternate software to TradingView. I was just always looking at different stuff, see what they've got to offer, what's their replay feature like, which it's not bad. It hasn't got a replay feature though, so I'm sticking with TradingView for the minute. Cool. Well, I hope you've taken a lot of value away from this lesson and the previous 6. I'll let you know once they're all uploaded on to YouTube. And at the end of the series, I will be putting a nice little booklet together for free for you guys to take away, just about the stuff that I've taught you so far. And yeah, it's be good for you guys to go away and just really implement this and just practice. You know, it's free knowledge. Use it to your advantage. Just keeping things simple, understanding the push and exhaustion, and this back testing, and actually realizing what's happening whilst you're back testing. Okay, so take care, everybody. Hope everyone's safe and well throughout the pandemic as well, and all your families are good and healthy. And I will see you tomorrow for the next lesson, lesson 8. Take it easy, everyone. All the best.